Aster Phoenix, the hero chosen by Destiny, and the master of the Destiny heroes. This fan-favorite frenemy graced our screens in both Yu-Gi-Oh's GX and Arc 5, but the game of duel monsters has changed a lot since then. So today, we're going to be taking a look at an updated deck profile for this character, exploring the cards he might be using if he were still dueling today. Now, despite making his debut with the elemental hero cards also used by protagonist Jaden Yuki, Aster is best known for the Destiny hero cards initially developed by his late father. So we'll kick things off with the level 1 monsters, Destiny Hero Disc Commander and Destiny Hero Dreamer. Disc Commander lets you draw 2 cards when it's special summoned from the grave, but you can't special summon it this way on the turn that it's sent there, and this effect can only be used once per duel. Dreamer, on the other hand, can be special summoned from the grave when another Destiny Hero monster battles. Dreamer protects both that other Destiny Hero and your life points from that battle, but Dreamer is banished the next time that it leaves the field. Then we have the rest of our low-level Destiny Hero monsters, Destiny Heroes Denier, Drawhand, Decider, Drill Dark, and Celestial. Denier lets you take a Destiny Hero monster from the deck, grave, or banishment and move it to the top of the deck when it's summoned once per turn. And, to fuel its own effect, if you have another Destiny Hero monster on your field or in the grave, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. Drawhand lets each player draw a card if it's summoned with another hero's effect. At the start of the next turn after this card goes to the graveyard, you can special summon it from the grave, but it's banished the next time that it leaves the field. Decider cannot be attacked by level 6 or higher enemy monsters. It also has 2 once per duel effects. The first lets you add a hero monster from the grave to the hand at the end of the turn when Decider is summoned. And the second is that Decider can go back to the hand to prevent you from taking any damage by a card or effect that would inflict damage to your life points. Drill Dark inflicts piercing damage when it battles, and it lets you special summon a Destiny hero with equal or lower attack stats than its own when it's summoned. And Celestial lets you destroy a face-up enemy spell and burn the enemy for 500 points of damage when it attacks. If you don't have any cards in your hand, you can banish this card and another Destiny hero from the grave to draw 2 cards, although you can't do this on the turn that Celestial ends up in the grave. And that brings us to our higher level Destiny heroes, with those being Destiny Heroes Dynatag, Dasher, 3 copies of Destiny Hero Malicious, and Destiny Hero Dogma. Dynatag can be discarded from the hand to block battle damage, although both players take 1,000 points of damage as a side effect, so it's situational as to whether or not you want to take the hit or share the pain. But it does set up a second effect, which lets you banish it from the grave to boost a Destiny hero you control by 1,000 attack points until the end of your opponent's next turn. Dasher lets you tribute another monster to boost its attack points by 1,000 for the rest of the turn, but it switches to its much weaker defense position after it attacks. Once, when this card is in the grave, you can reveal and special summon a monster drawn during your standard draw phase. Destiny Hero Malicious can be banished from the grave to special summon another copy of itself from the deck, hence running 3 copies of it in this profile. And Destiny Hero Dogma can only be special summoned by tributing 3 monsters, including a Destiny Hero monster, but once per turn, if you still control this card during your opponent's standby phase, their life points are cut in half. And the final card ever designed by Aster's loving father, we have Destiny Hero Plasma. Like Dogma, this card can only be summoned by tributing 3 monsters. It negates the effects of face-up monsters your enemy controls, and, once per turn, it can equip an enemy monster to itself to steal half of that monster's attack points. Before getting into the rest of the monsters in this profile, we're going to do things a little out of order and go over the support for this archetype. The Destiny heroes will be getting support in the form of cards like Destiny Draw, Fusion Destiny, Break the Destiny, Destiny Signal, and Destiny Mirage. Destiny Draw is simple, letting you discard a Destiny hero to draw 2 cards. Fusion Destiny lets you fusion summon a monster that lists a Destiny hero card as one of its materials, using monsters from the hand or deck as materials, but the monster you summon is destroyed at the end of the next turn. Also, you can only special summon dark hero monsters for the rest of the turn after you activate this card. Break the Destiny is a trap that lets you destroy a level 8 Destiny hero card or Destiny End Dragoon to force your enemy to skip the first main phase of their next turn. This card can be banished from the grave to add a spell or trap in your deck that names another Destiny hero card or Destiny End Dragoon to your hand. Destiny Signal lets you summon a level 4 or lower Destiny hero monster when a monster you control is sent to the grave by battle. And Destiny Mirage lets you special summon any Destiny hero monsters that were sent to either grave this turn when a Destiny hero that you control is sent to the grave by an enemy card effect. Moving right along, we've got more support in the form of D-Spirit, D-Force, D-Counter, D-Fortune, D-Fusion, D-Shield, and D-Tactics. D-Spirit lets you special summon a level 4 or lower Destiny hero from the hand if you don't control any other Destiny hero monster. D-Force is a continuous spell that lets you add Destiny Hero Plasma from the deck or grave to the hand, and, while Plasma is on the field, it prevents you from conducting your draw phase in exchange for stopping the enemy from using targeting effects on your cards and giving Plasma 100 attack points for every monster in both graveyards. Plasma also can't be destroyed by enemy card effects and can attack twice per turn. D-Counter automatically destroys a monster that attacks one of your Destiny heroes. D-Fortune lets you banish a Destiny hero in your grave to end the battle phase when your opponent declares a direct attack. D-Fusion, not to be confused with D-Fusion, lets you fusion summon using Destiny hero monsters on your field as materials. The summoned fusion monster cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects this turn. D-Shield equips to a Destiny hero monster that's targeted for battle, switching it to defense mode and protecting it from being destroyed by battle while it's equipped with this card. And D-Tactics is a continuous trap. During the standby phase, all hero monsters you control gain 400 attack points. If a level 8 or higher Destiny hero monster or Destiny End Dragoon are special summoned to your field, you can banish a card from your opponent's hand, field, or grave. If this card on the field is destroyed by a card effect, you can add a Destiny hero monster from the deck to your hand. That does it for the Destiny heroes and their support in this deck. But Aster knows his way around more than one sort of hero. In the GX manga, he fought and dueled with another heroic archetype, the Vision Heroes. So say hello to Vision Heroes Increase, Poisoner, Multiply Guy, and Minimum Ray. All of these level 3 monsters share the effect that they can move from your grave to your spell and trap zone if you take damage while they're in your graveyard, at which point they become continuous traps. Then, as traps, they let you tribute an additional hero monster to summon themselves back to the field during the main phase, along with an added effect. When Increase special summons itself to the monster zone, you can special summon a level 4 or lower hero monster from the deck. When Poisoner does it, it cuts an enemy monster's attack points in half. When Multiply Guy does it, you can boost a monster on the field by 800 attack points. And when Minimum Ray does it, you can destroy a level 4 or lower enemy monster. Then for our last Vision Heroes, we have Vision Heroes Vyon, Gravito, Ferris, and Witch Raider. Vyon lets you send a hero monster from your deck to the grave when it's summoned, and it can banish a hero monster from the grave to add polymerization from the deck to the hand. Gravito lets you add a banished hero monster to your hand when it's summoned. It can also be tributed to special summon 2 Vision Hero monsters who are currently in your spell or trap card zone. Ferris can be summoned by discarding another hero monster in your hand. When this card is summoned, you can place a Vision Hero monster in your deck in your spell or trap zone as a continuous trap, although you can only special summon heroes from the extra deck for the rest of the turn. And Witch Raider can be tribute summoned using traps in addition to monster cards. When she's normal summoned, you can destroy all enemy spells and traps. And to support the Vision Heroes, we have cards like Vision Release, Vision Fusion, and Apparition. Vision Release lets you special summon a Vision Hero in your spell or trap card zone. This card can also be banished from the grave to add a Vision Hero in your grave to the hand. Vision Fusion is like a polymerization card for hero monsters, but it also lets you use up to 2 monsters from your spell and trap card zones as materials by banishing them. And Apparition lets you special summon a level 4 or lower Vision Hero monster from the deck and cut an enemy monster's attack and defense in half if a face-up hero monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect. And finally, we'll round out the main deck with cards like Polymerization, Greater Polymerization, and Double Fusion. Leave a comment below if you don't know what Polymerization does. Greater Polymerization does the exact same thing, but the fused monster must have 3 materials, and this card gives it 2 new effects. First, it can't be destroyed by card effects, and second, it can inflict piercing damage. And Double Fusion is like a polymerization card you can use twice if you give up 500 life points. Really good for chain summoning using the first monster that you fusion summoned to fusion summon something else. That does it for our main deck. Moving on to the side deck, we've got a few more Destiny Hero cards, like Destiny Heroes Dark Angel and Blade Master. Dark Angel can be discarded if you have 3 Destiny Heroes in the grave, allowing you to special summon a Destiny Hero in defense position to the opponent's field. When a spell card or effect that you activate resolves, negate that effect, and if you do, or if it didn't have an effect in the first place, destroy that card. What this means on a practical level is that if you place this card on your opponent's field by its own effect, it can stop all of their spell cards for you. You can also banish this card and a Destiny Hero in your grave, allowing each player to place a normal spell on the top of their deck. Blade Master can be discarded during the enemy battle phase to give all of your Destiny Heroes an 800 attack point boost until the end of the turn. But before we can get to our last 2 Destiny Heroes, we need to talk about the field spell, Clock Tower Prison. This card collects clock counters, gaining 1 during each enemy standby phase. When there are 4 or more counters on this card, you don't take any battle damage whatsoever. And if this card has 4 or more counters on it and is destroyed, you can summon Destiny Hero Dreadmaster from the hand or deck. And that brings us to cards like Destiny Hero Dread Servant and Destiny Hero Dreadmaster. When Dread Servant is summoned, you can put a clock counter on Clock Tower Prison. And when Dread Servant is destroyed by battle, you can destroy a spell or trap card that you control. And Destiny Hero Dreadmaster destroys all other monsters that you control if you summon it using Clock Tower Prison. But then, you can special summon up to 2 Destiny Heroes from your graveyard. After this card is special summoned, Destiny Hero monsters you control can't be destroyed for the rest of the turn, and you don't take any damage when they battle. Also, this card's attack and defense are equal to the combined attack of all other Destiny Hero monsters you control. After that, we've got some additional Destiny support, including Over Destiny, Dr. D, and D-Time. Over Destiny lets you target a Destiny Hero in your grave, and then summon another Destiny Hero with either half or less than half of the level of the monster in your grave. Sadly, the newly summoned monster is destroyed during your end phase, so use it fast. Dr. D lets you banish a Destiny Hero monster from your grave to either special summon a Destiny Hero from the grave, or add it to your hand instead. Dr. D can be banished from the grave to change the attack points of one of your Destiny Hero monsters on the field to match the attack points of another until the end of the turn. And D-Time is not a metaphor for sex. It activates when an elemental hero card that you control leaves the field, allowing you to add a Destiny Hero monster from your deck to your hand, so long as its level is equal to or less than that of the elemental hero that you lost. And I guess that works perfectly to bring us to Aster's elemental heroes. Like Jaden, we're going to be giving him copies of elemental heroes Sparkman, Burstinatrix, and Avion. These are all normal monsters, so no effects to go over here. But then we'll supplement them with cards like elemental heroes Wildheart, Necroshade, and Blade Edge. Wildheart is simply unaffected by traps. Necroshade lets you summon 1 level 5 or higher elemental hero without tributing, so long as Necroshade is in the grave. And Blade Edge can inflict piercing damage when it battles. Then, to round out the side deck, we have a card that Aster received in the manga, Grand Jupiter, one of the legendary planet cards that the demon monster Trigadia used to return to his true form. Once per turn, this card lets you discard 2 cards to steal an enemy monster and equip itself with that card. Grand Jupiter gains the attack points equal to the attack points of all the monsters that are equipped to it. Also once per turn, you can special summon a monster equipped to Grand Jupiter to your side of the field during your end phase. And that just leaves us with the extra deck. Starting with Aster's only non-fusion extra deck monsters, we've got Extra Hero Cross Crusader and Extra Hero Dread Decimator, a pair of Link monsters who facilitate the use of other hero monsters in this profile. Extra Hero Cross Crusader is a Link 2 monster requiring 2 warrior monsters to summon it. If it's Link summoned, you can special summon a Destiny Hero monster in the grave. You can tribute a Destiny Hero to add another hero monster from your deck to your hand. Then, Dread Decimator is a Link 3 monster requiring at least 2 heroes to summon. This card and any hero monsters that it points to gain 100 attack points for each hero card with different names in your grave. It can also inflict piercing damage when it battles. For the Vision heroes, we have Vision Hero Adoration and Vision Hero Trinity. Adoration is summoned by fusing 2 hero monsters, and it allows you to decrease an enemy monster's attack and defense by the attack and defense of another hero monster that you control for the rest of the turn. Trinity, on the other hand, requires 3 hero monsters to fusion summon. It can attack 3 monsters per turn, and its attack points double on the turn that it's summoned, though it cannot attack your opponent directly. This card is a personal favorite of mine, and one of my favorite moves is summoning it using Greater Polymerization so that it can hit 3 enemy defense position monsters with massive piercing damage. It's a good time. Then on to some old favorites. We've got the likes of Elemental Heroes Wild Edge, Plasma Vice, Dark Bright, and Phoenix Enforcer. Wild Edge is summoned by fusing Elemental Heroes Wildheart and Blade Edge, and can attack each enemy monster once per turn. Plasma Vice, whose name sounds like it should have something to do with Destiny Hero Plasma, but doesn't, is summoned by fusing Elemental Heroes Sparkman and Blade Edge. It can inflict piercing damage, and you can discard 1 card to destroy an enemy monster in attack mode. Dark Bright is summoned by fusing Elemental Heroes Sparkman and Necroshade, and similar to Plasma Vice, this card inflicts piercing damage when it battles, but it switches to defense mode after it attacks. If this card is destroyed, you can destroy one enemy monster. And Elemental Hero Phoenix Enforcer is summoned by fusing Elemental Heroes Avion and Burstinatrix, and is a mirror image to Jaden's Elemental Hero Flame Wingman card. However, completely different from Flame Wingman's effect, this card's effect is that it cannot be destroyed by battle. Phoenix Enforcer can then be fused with Elemental Hero Sparkman to summon Elemental Hero Shining Phoenix Enforcer, who mirrors Jaden's Elemental Hero Shining Flare Wingman card. Shining Phoenix Enforcer gains 300 attack points for every Elemental Hero card in your grave, and, like its prior form, it cannot be destroyed by battle. And then for the most modern take on the Phoenix Enforcer, we have Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. This card is summoned by fusing a level 6 or higher hero monster with a Destiny Hero monster. When this card is on the field, enemy monsters lose 200 attack points for each hero in your grave. It also has a once per turn quick effect, letting you destroy both a card that you control and then any other card on the field. If this card is destroyed by battle or by card effect, you can special summon a Destiny Hero monster from your grave during your next standby phase. Destiny End Dragoon was Aster's final boss monster in the anime, fusing together Destiny Heroes Plasma and Dogma. Once per turn, it can destroy an enemy monster and, if it was face up, burn the enemy for that monster's attack points and damage, though End Dragoon can't attack on the same turn that it uses this effect. This card can also be special summoned from the grave by banishing a Destiny Hero monster in the grave. Destiny Hero Dangerous is summoned by fusing a Destiny Hero with any dark effect monster. It has a quick effect, letting you discard a card in order to send a Destiny Hero monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard to give all Destiny Heroes you control 200 attack points for each Destiny Hero monster in your grave until the end of the turn. Destiny Hero Dystopia is summoned by fusing 2 Destiny Hero monsters. When it's summoned, you can target a level 4 or lower Destiny Hero in your grave and then burn your enemy for half of its attack points and damage. If this card's attack points are different from its original attack points, you can quick effect destroy a card on the field, and this card's attack points revert to normal. Destiny Hero Dusktopia is summoned by fusing a Destiny Hero monster with a Destiny Hero Fusion monster. When it's summoned, you can immediately conduct another fusion summoning. Once per turn, as a quick effect, you can target one monster on the field to make it immune to destruction by battle or by card effects, and neither player can take battle damage from battles involving this card. All of these effects last until the end of the turn. And last, but not least, we have Destiny Hero Dominance. This card requires 3 Destiny Hero monsters to summon. During the main phase, you can look at the top 5 cards of your deck or your opponent's deck, then place them on the top of the deck in any order. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can draw 1 card. If this fusion summoned card is destroyed by battle or by card effects, you can target 3 level 9 or lower Destiny Hero monsters with different names in your graveyard and special summon them. And that does it for this modern Aster Phoenix style deck profile. Do you agree with the cards that we're running here today, or am I way off base? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe bell thing if you want to see more modern deck profiles in the future. You can find this deck profile available on YGO Pro, link down below in the description. A huge shout out to Wham Bam Duel for helping me create this deck profile. You can find a link to his channel and an explanation video for this deck profile that he made also below in the description. Continuing on with the GX love, tune in next week for our Supreme King Jaden deck profile. I'm excited to share that with all of you, so do all the things, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye!